Hello everybody, MattManectric here, and this is take 2 of this interesting new thing we're doing. I'm with iMimikyou.
Hello.
Who is a mod and subscriber from the stream, and he wanted to do some OU, but he also wanted to build a new team. So I said, let's change up the view about us a little bit, and we'll have a go on Showdown and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Now, we are about a third of the team build as it is, because I closed Discord when I was getting notifications. And forgot that we were talking on Discord, so that was my own fault. But just to catch you guys up, so we've gone with MattManectric, the classic normal AMZ splash set, trying to get those sweeps on with the Shadow Sneak for priority. Yep. You've got the damage in the play rough, you've got the damage in the Shadow Claw as well, and we've got that, you know, we're going max speed here because obviously we can raise our attack stat.
Yeah.
And what we came to the decision of is, MattManectric's not quite fast enough, so we'll let the Galvantula in there to set up that sticky web, but also we're struggling against the steel types, which is why we've decided to go with Landorus.
Yeah.
And Energy Ball and Galvantula is just helpful for things like Quagsire, which have Unaware. So, on to Landorus anyway.
Should I have Stealth Rock?
So I think Landorus is an ideal stealth rocker for this situation. I mean, looking else of what MattManectric gets stopped by, we're looking at those steel types. Maybe looking at the poison types as well, so another reason to be running a ground type such as Landorus. So Earthquake, obviously, it's an excellent stab attack.
Knockoff?
Knockoff is very good to get rid of those Violet Pokemon, such as your Porygon 2s. So I almost typed in a Violet then. And then lastly, we could go for something like U-Turn.
Yeah.
Or Toxic.
I think I'd like to run U-Turn.
If we do run U-Turn, something we could think about is potentially running Volt Switch on Galvantula to give us Switch Initiative.
Yeah, so we can get switch into Landorus and get Intimidate off.
Yeah, so if we would say get rid of Energy Ball.
Yeah.
For Volt Switch. Okay. So going with Volt Switch then, and then U-Turn on Landorus. This is looking very much like a Rocky Helmet sort of set for me. Maybe a Rocky Helmet leftovers. Another option would be the Groundium Z.
Yeah. But we got Normalium Z Splash.
Oh yeah, good point. I'm a Muppet. I forgot. So do we go leftovers? Because I'm thinking maybe go for a bulkier variant of Landorus instead of just purely offensive here. Maybe if we ran leftovers, we go
a
lot of defense.
Yeah, but then again, it gets wrecked by ice type moves.
Well, we can fill the team out something that might be able to switch into an ice move. And this team is looking quite good for someone who's going up the ladder. So maybe something. Maybe to get you up the couple of hundred rankings in Showdown. Something nice, relatively offensive. So if we go with just bulk anyway on Landorus, we don't need to put any special defense. We're not planning on it taking any special hits.
So should we just put attack into it?
I would go HP and defense.
Alright then. It's going to survive every physical move that's thrown at it.
Exactly, I've just put it in special attack. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, especially with Intimidate. But I mean, looking at the stats, do we then want to throw in the random Adamant Nature? I mean, you would, as you battle. This is what I always say. You know, we're streaming Showdown. As we battle, you always just tweak your team a little bit. So if you find that there are certain things that Landorus can nearly take out, you might want to throw the Adamant Nature onto it instead of, say, an Impish Nature, which is what we're looking likely to be doing.
Put the extra 4 IVs into attack, of course.
IV, yeah, we can do that. But if we go with defense, yeah. So that just allows us to give. It allows us a bit more of a pivot. We can switch on a physical attack, U-turn out, go out into say MattManectric, set up, sweep.
So I think it's the usual combo to start now, like fire, grass, water.
We could go with the fire, water, grass core. However, my issue with that is we still don't have a rapid spinner.
We could choose Hitmontop.
Hitmontop. You did say you wanted to venture down in the lower tiers, didn't you? You did want to venture down. Hitmontop, how well is Hitmontop going to do us?
It's got mass boss special defense. Run that with Sassy Nature combined with its low speed.
Or we try something a little bit weird, if you're up for it.
Alright.
That sounds dirty. Don't take that out of context, people. Let's not take that out of context. Right. So with Hitmontop, you said it's got a very good special defense, which it does with base 110. It's also got the 95 attack. Now, what if we ran some, you know, that little bit of bulk with some HP and some attack? So we've got that offensiveness to it, but what if we chucked an assault vest on it?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Max special defense with assault vest.
It doesn't want the max special defense though with the assault vest. It doesn't need it. It needs that offensive presence if we're going for the assault vest.
Alright.
Because we can't use things like toxic with the assault vest. So.
Alright then, what kind of attacks should we put on it if we're gonna like sort of get rid of sashes and stuff?
Right. Yeah. So for me, well, we don't need to. We don't get rid of sashes because we've got the rocks. But if you want to get rid of rocks and stuff, you've got to go with that rapid spin. We have got to go with that rapid spin. So just so you're aware, I've gone max HP, max attack, adamant nature.
Alright then.
I think you.
Sorry.
Sorry, you speak.
It's always setting my IVs on attack to 0 for some reason. It's just having troubles with that.
Right, so if we go rapid spin, we could also have the priority in bullet punch or sucker punch, but that's very dependent on what ability we go for. If you want to go intimidate, I recommend sucker punch. If we want to go technician, I would probably go bullet punch.
Yeah.
I
think I think sucker punch actually.
I mean, I'm MattManectric. MattManectric can deal with a lot of psychic types when we go for that final sweep.
Yeah. But we've got other things to worry about, like sash ones. But like, if we can't get our rocks up, or we do, and it just gets rapid spinned off, then we need some priority for some to take it out.
We could just go close combat mock punch and then say something like pursuit. But then again, most psychic types aren't going to want to switch out Hitmontop, so ignore what I just said then.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just having a little scroll through its moves and see what else it gets, just randomly. But
I'm thinking mock punch maybe. But then we got intimidate. We need a stab fighting move at least.
So close combat.
Yeah.
So rapid spin, sucker punch, close combat, and what? Another earthquaker.
We could have counter on it. Because not a lot of people will probably psychic highly special defensive mon.
Is counter going to be allowed to be used with the assault vest? I have no idea.
Well, it is classed as a physical move.
Yeah, sure, we'll go counter. I have got no idea if it's allowed or not, but we'll go and find out.
And since like half the moves don't hit ghost, we might as well just put a move like sucker punch on there.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, so we've got rapid spin, sucker punch, close combat, counter. Interesting set. Interesting.
What kind of nature should I give it?
I've just gone adamant.
All right.
Max HP, max attack.
So we've got 3 physical attackers and 1 special attacker.
We do. We're a little bit weak to Skarmory at the moment, so I wouldn't mind throwing a fire type in this team.
Yeah.
We also.
What kind of fire type are you looking for?
Well, I was going to say we don't have a switch into most dragons either, so Heatran could be a really good option.
Air balloon Heatran.
That also gives us another switch into the likes of Earthquake. We could do that. Or we could, again, now we've got rid of Volt Switch, we don't have a lot for those water and ground types. So something that we could consider is taking off that Normalium Z off MattManectric, throwing Swords Dance on it along with, say, like a Life Orb MattManectric or something like that. And then on the Heatran, give it the Gracium Z with Solar Beam.
Alright.
Just for a little bit of fun. Just so when you predict those switches in, of you know, when those Gastrodon, when those Swampert, when the Quagsires are switching in, on your Heatran to take that hit, you hit him with that Bloom Doom.
I already have a Heatran and I run Earth Power on it for those Magna Zones.
That's something else. I mean, Magna Zone we've got Landorus for. I guess Air Balloon Magna Zone, if that's even a thing. But, okay. So if we get rid of normal MZ then for What we can do? Lumberry, Focus Sash. We could go Life Orb.
I think Lumberry would be a good option.
Play it nice and safe. So those prankster Will-O-Wispers can't hit us.
Yeah.
And
so we need to move on Heatran.
So Heatran, yes, obviously that's a special attacker. You said you want another special attacker, and we can fulfill that for you.
Yeah.
And of course we're running that Grassium Z. Now as for Heatran, you kind of want power, don't you? You want power. So do we just say Fire Blast, Solar Beam, Earth Power, and just go with like a 4 attacks thing? Or do we want to run the random Toxic to deal with those, to help try and deal with those Steel teams?
Yeah. But then again, we don't really have a lot against fairies.
Oh, so do you want to run Flash Cannon?
Yeah, I run Flash Cannon mostly.
Alright, we can go Flash Cannon. That's not a bad idea.
Maybe max speed for the sticky web drops.
I would completely agree with you. I accidentally just hit max HP then. What? So do we want to go Timid or Modest?
Maybe Timid. I think Timid's the best one for it.
Okay.
Just so it can outspeed Scarf Togekiss.
Okay, now I'm looking at this team, and you've just mentioned Scarf Togekiss. I mean, I don't think we will outspeed Scarf Togekiss because Togekiss avoids the sticky web. However, mentioning Togekiss, I was going to mention Togekiss to fulfill the last slot of the party.
Yeah.
My reasoning behind that is the fact that you've got no fairy types.
Yep.
You also need another thing to switch into switch into ground types, ideally.
I do have Mimikyu.
Yeah, Mimikyu doesn't want to switch into things, so you want to keep that late game. Keep that disguise up so that you can get that free Swords Dance and then sweep when all the threats are gone.
Yeah.
Scarf Togekiss also has access to Trick to help deal with the Stally mons.
Do you reckon we could have a Mega?
I don't know where you'd fit a Mega into this team, though.
Could try... Could do Scarf Keldeo.
It's not a Mega.
I know, but that's just an idea.
I think you're lacking on the switches into ground types. I mean, if you really wanted to force a Mega into the team, I would probably say Altaria is your best option. Trick Rotom. Which Rotom variant did you want?
Water.
You don't have the water move. I mean, that's not a bad option, to be honest. What Choice Scarf?
Yeah, we could have that.
That's a good.
Choice Scarf Trick.
I mean, you are relatively weak to Dragon in a sense that you do. No, I take it back. You've got Mimikyu. That's a fairy type. I said you've got no fairy types. What the hell am I talking about?
Yeah.
All right. What? So if we're going with the Scarf Rotom then?
Yeah. Obviously gonna want Trick.
Yeah, and so Trick, what? Volt Switch, Hydro Pump.
Yeah.
And then either realistically here you're looking either Thunderbolt or Will-O-Wisp.
I get the feeling we should run Will-O-Wisp.
Because we've already got Galvantula. I think that's a good option. And then of course you want max speed, max special attack with the Timid nature. Okay, so just to run through the team quickly, we've got Mimikyu as a late game sweeper, we've got Galvantula to set up the sticky web, Landorus to set up the stealth rocks and also switching on physical hits, Hitmontop as a rapid spinner and also to switching on special variants of Pokemon. We've got Heatran there as just a bit of a powerhouse. It can hit a lot of things for super effective damage. And then we've got Rotom there to help sort of deal with those annoying Stally teams. So I'd say, well, let's go and jump into a game.
Alright then.
We'll see what this team does. I don't particularly think this team will do incredibly well in the ladder, but the pure nature of it, being able to set up Sticky Web and the Stealth Rock and having the Spinner, and you've even got a Spin Blocker in there with Mimikyu as well. Obviously that won't block Defog, but you do have the Spin Blocker there as an option. I do think you can probably get up a few, like sort of maybe 1,300s with this team. Showdown. I think that's sort. It's got that hyper offensive nature to it. So let's hop into OU. Do you want to click battle?
Right.
Right. Right. Make sure. Okay, I'm going to find the battle this time, so they're not all level 50.
Yeah, sorry, I always set them to that so I can see their stats.
That's alright. Okay, so you in the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got our first. Well, I say our first game. It's our second game, but we had technical difficulties in the first one with everything being level 50. But it's all fixed now. It's all fixed now, and this game looks a bit more competitive anyway. So looking at this team, you've got the potential of a Choice Scarf, Eruption, Typhlosion, but that Greninja is the most likely lead. And his team does not like the Sticky Web, so let's get that Sticky Web up ASAP. Oh, he's going to go with Blissey for the lead. I guess to set up his own Stealth Rocks. But that's fine.
Probably.
We can stick the Sticky Web up, Volt Switch out there, and switch in Hitmontop to fear him out. Oh, he's gone for Calm Mind.
Oh, this is kind of scary. Try Volt switching.
Go out into Rotom. Go Rotom.
Yeah, I'm thinking Rotom.
Let's stick that Choice Scarf on him. Nice and quickly. We'll shut this thing down. Right, that's Blissey dealt with. Oh, he's just going to hit us with that. Man, that did nothing. That did 0. He's locked himself into Dazzling Gleam. Heatran is obviously our best play, so we'll just go into Heatran.
Yeah.
He'll be doing no damage to us.
I reckon he might switch into...
Greninja's the obvious play.
Yeah. Do you want to go normal Grassy MZ?
I wouldn't risk that because we want to make sure we're connecting that hit. Is he definitely going into Greninja?
You want to try Earth Power?
To be honest, I think we use Fire Blast because realistically, we probably can't do much to him as much as he can't do much to us. Did you click Earth Power?
I clicked Fire Blast.
Oh, I kind of wish you went for Earth Power now.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy probably Focus Blasts.
Yeah.
Heatran will live the hit. He will live the hit. However, it's a really easy switch in with Heatran onto Blissey, so I don't really want to leave it. I don't want to lose it, sorry.
Alright.
I would probably bring in Hitmontop in this scenario. Just because it's guaranteed to live the hit. Yeah, that's the Focus Blast. He has... Alright, his one switch in, okay, is that Decidueye. He brings in Decidueye now, surely.
Yeah. Could just go for a close combat.
Not if he brings in Decidueye, it's Ghost type.
Do you want to try Sucker Punch?
No, because if he switches it in, then Sucker Punch won't hit.
There's kind of in a bit of a...
I think we go Landorus. Landorus will get the ability, will get the Intimidate off onto it.
I think it is Choice Scarfed as well.
I think it's Choice Scarfed as well. It's not Choice Scarfed. It's definitely not Choice Scarfed. Alright, should we try an Earthquake?
Could try a knockoff just to see what it's running.
Oh, it's like a Protect Storm. What? What's this set?
I'm gonna try going for knockoff to see what he's running. If he could be... Oh.
I'm really confused. We won't outspeed this Greninja despite the...
Sticky Web.
Yeah, because we have no speed investments, so... I would...
Hitmontop?
It's got to be Hitmontop. Hitmontop will take the Ice Beam. Or the Scald. That works too. We'll take that. And then... I mean, he didn't switch out into Decidueye last time, so maybe we do just...
Close combat?
Yeah, I think maybe close combat is our best option here.
I think...
Oh, wait, mate, we just ate that up. We just ate that up!
Now we're going to be facing Decidueye, which is the obvious choice.
Assault Vest Hitmontop, mate. I've got to breed myself one. That just ate that hit. Should we Sucker Punch it?
Yep.
I mean, it's probably not a knockout. But... No, okay, it's not even close. Spirit Shackle.
Physical hit.
We get a free switch out there. Wait, before we make a play. Before we make a play right now.
Landorus?
No, I'm just thinking. Mimikyu can sweep.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's going to destroy this team right now.
He's got no... I mean... Decidueye gets priority, I guess. But we can Shadow Sneak it.
Yeah. We outspeed as well with that Sticky Web.
Yeah, let's bring a Mimikyu. This has got to be where we do it.
And Decidueye's got horrendous speed, so it can outspeed Mimikyu.
Alright. Let's get this sucker punch. Not sucker punch. Sword stance off. Tyranitar's going to come in. I don't think we will Oko this Tyranitar with one player. We might do.
Another sword stance.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Oh, he predicts the play rough. It's a bad decision for our opponent. Now this is what we start smashing him in the face with those Shadow Claws. And this is
now.
probably the game. I mean, Blissy's not switching. Raiku's going to come in right now, but we obviously live a hit thanks to...
Disguise.
Yeah, Disguise. So, Play Rough is going to be a knockout. That's a misses. Wait, Showdown. Don't do it to us. Don't do it to a Showdown.
Yeah, we outspeed almost everything on this team. Unless one of them's scarfed.
To be honest, in this team, all we really need to do is get rid of that Greninja. And the game's won.
The Greninja's dead, isn't it?
Yeah, it's dead now. But yeah, Player Off should take out Tyranitar.
And sweet.
That should be the game. Mate, he's hanging on. He's trying to hang on the best he can. OMG. Sorry. You won't be able to see this in the video, but the guy's just like, OMG, we're getting swept by MattManectric. What is this? Oh, mate, Blessy lived it. But it's fine, Disguise. And then we knock him out with the Player Off.
Yeah.
Which I'll give you the honour of doing. And obviously, Shadow Claw will wrap up this game.
Just go for Shadow Sneak just for lol.
Yeah, go for it. That'll knock him out. Right, so we're going to jump into one more game, if you've got time.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, I'll click Battle this time as well. We don't want any more level 50s. So this time we're against a very interesting team featuring MattManectric, it looks like. So, obviously MattManectric can beat Medicham. It can beat everything on that team. MattManectric beats everything on the team. I take it back. Apart from the Kartana. Get rid of Kartana and we should win. I know that the Salamence might be an issue, being choice or not being able to get hit by the sticky web though. So we'll hopefully try and get rid of that Salamence as well. But he's got no spinner. He's got no defogger unless the Salamence is running defog. So I say let's get that sticky web up nice and quickly as he leads with the Salamence.
You want a Volt Switch?
No, let's get the sticky web up. He always going to Dragon Dance. Okay, let's just hit this thing with a Thunder. We don't really need Galvantula for this game.
I reckon his Mega might be Medicham if he's just going for a Dragon Dance straight on.
Mega Salamence Zubas anyway.
Oh.
So.
Oh yeah.
Mainly. Let's hit this thing with a Thunder. Thundish will do around 40%, I reckon. Looking at how much it did to that Caracosta.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that was the level 50 fight. I take it back.
I reckon we might Oko.
The world will never know about that level 50 fight, where Galvantula did 40% with a Thunder to a choice band Caracosta.
Yeah.
Earthquake's going to connect.
We got power attacks.
That's pretty much game. No, it's not pretty much.
Let's try Volt switching.
Why did we not Thunder then? Thunder knocks him out. Why did you...
Just...
What? You just let him get a Z move off. What are you doing? Why aren't you thundering?
I thought he was going to go for another Earthquake.
Yeah, but we outsped it because he's paralysed.
Just bring in Hitmon top.
iMimikyou coming in with those rookie errors.
I know. It's not as bad as my last team that I had.
Oh dear. Oh, it's cool. We can't really do anything to Tapu Lele, so we may as well switch out. Heatran's the best bet. And obviously we can... That's bet. Oh, no, it was a crit. Sorry, we'll live one hit from it. Let's just hit this thing with a flash cannon.
I reckon he's going to think that we're going to go flash cannon, so could hit it with Fire Blast.
What, so you reckon he's going to go into... There's no... Oh, it's left. Is he going to come back?
I don't know. Could just go for a flash cannon.
Oh, he's back. Oh, no. What? I'm really confused.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it seems like he is here. Oh, no, he's left. Claim victory. Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah.
Well, should we leave that there? been an interesting first episode. If I want to say episode, we'll call it a pilot, and we'll see how well it does. Let us know what you thought. If you want to use the team guides, I'll leave it in the description. It wasn't meant to be purely OU. iMimikyou did say to me before we started the recording that he wanted to have a couple of mons in there, which weren't OU. I think Galvantula's not OU, and I'm pretty sure Hitmontop's not OU either.
Yeah.
So you got your wish. You did get your wish, and MattManectric at some point, I'm sure, will drop a little bit, but.
Thanks for helping me though.
That's cool. Try this team out a little bit more. See how you get on. Like I said, it's not an amazing team.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be decent in the lower ladder of Showdown.
Yeah.
Tell me if this counter thing works, because I have no idea.
I think it'll work really well.
I think it'll work really well, but
even though like Intimidate is on it and it might just like do little damage, and the counter can do a lot of damage sometimes.
Yeah, for Pokemon, I mean, Hitmontop doesn't have a massive amount of HP, so which isn't really ideal for counter, but it would be interesting. I might have a little go at this in my spare time, but we're gonna leave things there, guys, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, comment if you've got any suggestions for this type of thing, which I don't think we'll do every week. I'm sure most weeks we'll have our normal view about it, but I just thought this was an interesting thing we could try out. Like I say, thank you for watching. Thank you to iMimikyou for joining me.
Bye.
And we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.